sip to win the drink. Not a final flip, but the hockey stick. I want to get a swim. The puck is in, the whole team wins. It's a good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game. It's the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is a good old hockey game. The good old hockey game. It's the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is a good old hockey game. Good old hockey game.
All right. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Good old hockey game. This is more hard rockish, I think. This version right here. I apologize for not putting out a show the last, I don't know, month or two, but I've been involved with my own CBA with local management around here, and it's been such a pain in the ass. I just haven't had time because I've been so busy planning meetings that, you know, I haven't really had time to actually sit in the meetings and solve any problems. Speaking of which, right here, there's this marathon meetings going on in New York with like everybody except Bettman. He's out of the offices and stuff like that. But apparently they're working hard to get something done here. Players met on their own. This is a good thing for the players to meet on the road and kind of say, let's go after these bastards. Let's stop this BS and get back to playing hockey. So these players included Sidney Crosby, Campoli, Matthew Darr, Shane Doan, George Peros, former Princeton University, tough guy right there, and Kevin Westgarth. So maybe, you know, we'll get all the tough guys together and smack people who aren't on the same page around and try to get this thing done. And what really annoys me, and I'm saying it since day one, there is no excuse for this lockout, because when the bozos solved this problem in 04 and 05, they made it on a calendar saying that this CBA would expire on this date. And they didn't do a damn thing about it. They kind of, you know, tiptoed around it a little bit and waited until September for them to actually start doing it. So it's no one's fault but all the idiots involved. Bettman, this is, you know, he's got to go, man. He has got to go. I never really liked him, but now I really dislike him. I mean, this is what, the second or third time this has happened on his watch. He's got to go. Get him out of here. Let's start playing some hockey. Now, coaches, they are so important to a team's success and or failure. There are so many different coaches to choose from at every level: college, junior, minor, and even in the NHL. And with each and every different coach, there comes a different coaching style and a different coaching perspective. And I wanted to get your opinion to see which one that you would like as a player, using two very complete opposite coaches in John Tortorella, head coach of the New York Rangers, and Dan Bylsma, the head coach for the Pittsburgh Penguins. By the way, before we go on, this is a USA jersey right here, 1980 replica of the one of the biggest victories in American sports history in Lake Placid, New York. And then over here is my Pops' Kingston hockey jersey from right up the road in Kingston, New Jersey. Now, there he is, folks. Look at him right there. Mr. Intensity himself, John Tortorella. Bit of a hard ass, but it seems to be working. I'm not in favor of benching players who can have proven that they can play this level. I think it's juvenile. He does it, and somehow it works. And then on the other side of the coin, we have the professor right here, Danny Bylsma. Very, very quiet, very laid back. Doesn't yell much, doesn't yell at the officials. They call him the professor. He looks like one, but he was a good player when he played in his days with Anaheim, I think LA and stuff like that. And each one of these coaches right here has two different styles, and I want to play for you. Now, I'm going to give you a warning for all those people out there who think that they will die if they hear certain inappropriate language. I'm going to warn you right now that if you're sensitive to that type of thing and fearing for your life because of it, your ears might bleed, I understand, etc. By the way, I'm against any FCC regulations in case you haven't known. Anyway, if you get offended by all this stuff, four-letter words, curses, you might want to just tune away for a little bit. But this is John Tortorella. After a very sloppy period in St. Louis last year, and he came in and gave the room a piece of his mind. Let's take a listen.
At intermission, the 2-goal deficit
from the 24 series.
with all the miscues plainly visible on the ice. And and the players know that will be their coach's focus in his locker room address.
Here we go. Take a listen. It gets ugly.
I asked you to fucking defend.
Oh my God!
I've seen you fucking defend before, and you're gonna do it here.
Oh.
If that's how we're going to battle, we're not gonna have a chance to win.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, how much time do we have to talk about it? If that's all the juice we have as far as competing against that team, we will get killed tonight.
I agree,
And
Coach.
we have 2 periods here.
Okay.
So I've asked you all to buy into how we have to play.
I bought
if
into
that's it, we're fucking done. Pack it up.
I don't want to go, Coach. I don't want to go.
And I know that this fucking team isn't that way. I've seen you.
Jeez, what's up his butt,
So let's give it 40 fucking minutes to go. Take each shift at a time and chip away. They are not that good in their end zone.
That's a good point, Dave.
And we know our club. That's the biggest fucking positive of our team is how hard
What a
we
potty
play.
mouth.
So fucking screw it on straight here. Screw it on, let's be ready to go each shift at a time, okay?
Yeah.
So stiff it up here. Everybody, help one another. But I tell you, if you're not going to be stiff, you're not going to play. I'm warning you all.
Hey, that's fair.
This
That's
is a
fair.
bad test
My
here. That's a good test for us where we are right now. Quarter of the season's done. Let's see what we are against a stiff hockey team. Let's be ready to go here now. Come on.
Come on, boys. Let's go, boys. Let's go. You know, I actually got pretty fired up from listening to that. Actually, it kind of got me going. Now, this is a bit of a different situation. This is Dan Bilesma before the game. And, you know, John Tortorella before the game, from what we see on 24/7, he can be a little, not quite that over the edge, but just intense, in your face, yelling and stuff like that. Let's compare that from which we heard from John Tortorella to the professor, Danny Bilesma.
Nielsen for them's in that 65 or 6'5".
Oh, I'm so
He's a big
smart.
guy.
I'm so
Best
smart.
asset. Side to side is not very good. 5 holes big. Pucks to them. East-west on rebounds. We're banging them home here.
East-west.
PP through the dot. All right, beat F1 with your pass.
Nice stash,
F2's going
Coach.
to attack the pass and then finish our routes.
Got a pretty good
In zone.
mustache.
Face-off play. Got the low play, and then we're going to middle relief play.
Listen to how
We're going to come out hard
calm
with pressure
and
down,
mellow
trap
he
down
is
in
compared
zone,
to
no pressure,
Torts.
and no pressure down as well.
He's like at a
Get
2.
past
Torts was
halfway.
at like a 30.
Got a guy in front of the cage here. Let's make sure we simplify. Get pucks to the cage, move the puck, get the puck to the cage, shoot that pill. Just like you have been.
Yes, sir.
PP or PP,
PP,
we're walking to the right side. F2, you're re-attacking on 2 as quickly as we can.
He's so precise
Right,
with the
trap down in
strategy,
zone on
too.
91.
Doesn't draw any
He's got
pictures or
51
anything.
and 15 behind him. Okay, F2's got to do a job in the middle of the ice. We're up hard, we're trapping down on 91, ready to trap down.
91. Stamkos?
And they will run a one-timer to 2 as often as they can off the face-offs. Be aware where he's at. Swing set breakout. Pit set forecheck. F1's taking away the center. And back to the top of the
Forward
cage. F2's coming down. Neutral zone forecheck. F3's above. They go D to D post a lot. F2's getting to the wall. We got to get there quickly and take that away.
Yes, sir.
We're 1-2-2 in our forecheck. Remember in the left corner, they reverse to their D-man. We got to get in there, flood that area of the ice. Otherwise, they like to turn it up, rim it, and go to LOA. Let's have dump that puck, TK. Get into spots. We can go to work here. All right, we're playing a team that's not had a good last 3 games. They've been yelled at in the paper. Let's make sure we know they're going to come out hard. We
I mean,
know
it's
they've
just
been challenged.
amazing to
Let's
see
be ready to go.
the
But it's not about them
contradiction
personally.
between this
So us
guy
playing our
and the
game
man we just
fast,
heard from a minute ago, John
physical, gritty
Tortorella.
hockey, detailed, ready to go with our details.
Crazy, man.
Smothering, tough to play against.
Excuse me.
Wall play, it's puck retrievals, it's block shots. Every time you see a block shot, you know. Puck retrieval, you know.
All right.
Centerman, we know. Right to our game, right off the hop.
Let's do it, Coach. And that's the thing that bothers me, very, very smooth talker, Dan Bilesma. Why do coaches and broadcasters say wall? It's not the wall, it's the boards. The boards, up the boards, up the boards. He smacks them into the boards. Don't say wall, please. Just another pet peeve of mine. Okay, now, East Coast Hockey League, Trenton Titans. We are broadcasting from Lawrenceville, New Jersey, which is very, very close to beautiful Trenton, New Jersey. And remember we talked about this guy a few weeks ago on the show right here, Ray DeLauro, veteran defenseman for the Trenton Titans, been around the league a long time, has leadership, has played overseas, just knows a lot about hockey. Big guy too, Played for the Titans this year. Didn't have a lot of numbers. This is his numbers so far. 19 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, and 14 penalty minutes. But this guy, one could argue that he was a victim of the NHL lockout, because right now, this guy is unemployed. He was cut, and he wasn't cut. Call it what it really is, a firing. Ray DeLauro was fired from the Trenton Titans today because management weren't happy with his points. Okay, and I'm very sensitive to this because I happen to like this guy a lot. He's a good player. I've seen the good that he can do here. And yeah, he only has, 7 points. But so what? Another guy who I will not name is on that team. Starts on the power play every single game. Has a tendency to lose his mind. Snap at any minute. He only has 5 points. This guy, if you're a defenseman, if you get points, I never played it, but I would assume that if you get points as a defenseman, it's a bonus. You're not there on the team to get points. This guy had so much more. You see that A? Right there, this was a picture of him last year. He had a C this year. He is a natural-born leader. He loosens the mood on the ice in practice and game day warm-ups. He messes around with guys, takes the pressure off of guys who come down here or college kids that come up to the next level and kind of get a little bit jittery and stuff like that. He's a good leader. As a defenseman, he has good vision on the blue line. And yeah, he's got numbers going against him. He's 33 years old. That just happens. Okay, you're going to lose a step from one year to the next when you age, and if you're 33 years old. But he made something happen. He, on the blue line this year, he had this wicked thing he would do where he'd be on the blue line and he could just effortlessly flick a wrist shot on the net most of the time, and if it didn't get on net, it would get deflected for a chance. But all that stuff doesn't matter. He was generating opportunities and doing good things. He was doing good things. If you want point production, maybe the management of Trenton should go to the other AHL hotshots, that have come down here, and rely on them to score because that's their job. Yeah, Ray DeLauro, I understand he's a -7 player. Okay, that stinks. But all the good that I've seen from him this year outweighs all of the bad. And when you make a decision based on numbers, it is stupid because it shows that you don't know how to read a person and you're going to avoid all other things. Now, some could say that, the caliber of the East Coast Hockey League play this year is better because there's a lot more AHL guys down than there were last year. So, you may have a point. But anyway, I don't think it's right. Not to mention, they marketed this gentleman right here as the face of the franchise. He was on cups. He was like a freaking celebrity in Trenton, man. You had him on the Jumbotron. He was like their featured player in the before the game videos and stuff like that. And he's a fan favorite. And they call him the face of the franchise. And just yesterday, this guy is unemployed. He was fired by the Trenton Titans in a ridiculous move, and I hope they realize what idiots they were for making this decision. Hopefully they can go on and start winning games, but they started out 5-0. You'd think that if they would have kept winning games after 5-0 with him in the lineup, they wouldn't have canned him. I don't think so. But it's an unfortunate situation. I wish Ray DeLauro the best. He's a cool dude. I hope he lands somewhere. If not, then I wish him luck with whatever he may be doing. Now, next week, I'm trying to figure out the top 10 hockey fight songs. Let's say you go to a game and a fight breaks out, and they're playing some cool tunes from the speakers at the arena. Now, this is something I discovered as a young kid going to games, and I have a pretty solid list together. So whether it be Metallica playing or I don't even know, the Rocky theme, I'm putting together, and I want your help on this. You can respond to my Facebook page. Just search Rob Smythe. There's a pretty good chance you'll find it. Or you can respond on here. Give me some ideas. I got some. You Gotta Fight for Your Right, Beastie Boys may be on the list, maybe not. Okay? One by Metallica, that guitar solo, that'll definitely be on the list. Those are some of my ideas. AC/DC, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. We'll see. But I want you to hear from me. Now we got a random fact time to wrap up the show before we get out of here. NHL overtime was eliminated during World War II because there were restrictions on train travel, so they couldn't risk going long and missing the one and only train that night. Oh man, how things have changed. One and only train at night during World War II. Now you get on a plane and you're wherever you want to go in under 3.5 hours, pretty much, unless you're traveling from, like, I don't know, Tampa to like Vancouver or something. But pretty good stuff right there. And they didn't use any of this fancy Excel stuff. They used the old Iron Horse right there. There she is, folks. So that's a random fact for you. My name is Smythe. Until next time, listen, keep your head up. Go out and see hockey. I don't think this NHL thing is going to get resolved, so go out there and get minor league stuff. Enjoy it. College hockey's in full swing. Even high school hockey's in full swing. So go out and check it out. And until next time, keep your head up. And what the... I'm Rob Smythe. We'll see you. Peace out.